This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're on Thiefval Ridge and I believe we're with Nightmare, Pure Terror, or maybe it's just Pure Terror and Angry Komodo. Yeah, it looks like just Pure Terror and Angry Komodo, three of us. But I decided to join Terror in the bat chat, which you guys know I'm not really very good in. But we'll see what we can do out here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go jump this little, whatever this thing is down here, the satellite or radar or whatever it is. We're going to jump it because why not? Getting airborne in 3, 2, 1, go for it. There we go. Not a lot of air there, kind of hit it at the wrong angle, but you know, who doesn't like to jump their tank? But you can see me and Terror just rolling up this hill, and we're gonna take a moment, see what our team's gonna do. And then I'm going to act accordingly. Terror's going to probably stay to this side. I'm going to decide to go back to the other direction and see what I can do. Not going to lie, this game's a little bit iffy early. I play very, very conservatively. But when you're in a tank that has no armor, it's probably a good idea to play conservative, at least until you can solo some people out. So we're just going to wait. We've got a couple light tanks running out there. And they've gotten a long ways and haven't spotted anything. So I start to pull off the hill. Lo and behold, the moment I do that, everybody on their team lights up. And I ain't about that life, so I'm just going to cut left and go the other direction. Now, with the sheer amount of people that were spotted, plus the fact that a lot of their team is tank destroyers, I figured they would probably all be towards that right side. If not, just on the right side, lining the ridge line, waiting for people like light tanks to come flying across. So I decided I'm going to come to the left side. Surely this side's easier to get through than the other side, right? Well, unfortunately, they've got this side covered as well. And I'm about to find out. But at least I've got a few people here that I can spot for, if nothing else. So I come out, I know there's probably some people over here, a couple stragglers, and wait for it. Oh, hello. E4, Jagpan Z100, or Yagpan Z100. I know it drives some of you guys crazy that I say the J as a J and not a Ye, you know what I mean? But I do speak English, I'm not German. I know how it's supposed to be pronounced, but for the life of me I can't get myself to pronounce it that way. So we've got these guys all spotted, and I'm going to take this moment to fall back and preserve my health. But you can see this is where the mobility of the bat jack comes in handy, man. Being able to just back off, get to a position where I can defend. Now, obviously, we can't go too far. I had planned on cutting all the way back. Well, now I've got people coming back this direction, so might as well turn back around and get ready to start spotting again. If I'm going to get some help, I might as well spot for them. You know, the normal, use your little medium fast tank as a scout. That's why they are multi-role tanks. Oh, hello, E100. Shot out. 1, 2, 3, and back off because he's looking at me. Dump the mag. Jaggy 100's looking at me. Not real worried about Artie hitting me here, because pretty sure Artie's got their hands full with the guys going up the right side. That would be the biggest threat to the Arties, so surely that's what they would aim for first. Almost loaded. Of course, our E4 got obliterated. Too far forward. We've got a 1390 over here. Of course, the moment I start looking at him, he gets a ding and then takes off. It's the most annoying thing about spotting in World of Tanks. everybody gets that detected ding and then they take off running, even though they shouldn't have known that they were spotted. But, you know, it works both ways. Again, I start to fall back, and I'm just thinking of what my angle of attack is going to be. Because I can't just sit here and spot all day. That isn't much fun. I don't like to do just spotting. We do get some spotted targets hit, not much so far. Come on, what we got? Light tank going up the left side. Oh, that was our Waffenträger Alpha E100 that got obliterated up there by that house because he went too far forward. I'm just waiting for this guy. Oh, there's his mistake. We auto-lock put one through him. He jumps back in behind the building. It's a thing. Here's the inability of the Bat Chat to actually turn. Gotta love that. Now we decide, let's go around. We'll use the low ground in the trenches. See if we can't find another path to get to people. Okay, there's a gorilla up there on top of the hill. He spots me, I spot him, he takes off. We've got the E100 down here that I'm just loving to go over and finish off. Conqueror out in the middle of the field. Not really a threat. So the E100 is all mine. And he has no health left. So I think I'm going to jump on top of him, guys. Or at least jump behind him and kill him. That was the plan anyway. Of course, you tell people you're going to do something, and the moment you go to do it, watch what happens. It's like, I'm going to jump behind this guy and shoot him, and then an E4 kills him. Go figure. Get shot at there. Not sure what shot at me, but don't really feel like fighting out. Now we've got 4 rounds still loaded, so I think I'm going to go pick on this gorilla a little bit. That's the goal anyway. And wait for it. Hi, gorilla. Caught you with your pants down. And I'm behind him. And he's getting the gun around, and he gets obliterated by pure terror. Thank you so much, brother. Now, we're loading. Not paying much attention to the fact that there is a light tank sneaking up behind me right now. We go out, we see what we can see. We've got the light tank straight ahead. We've got the tank destroyer over to the left. Got the tank destroyer over to the right. And what comes out of nowhere but a 1390. And of course, he's not going to bounce a single round off of me, even though every Bat Chat I've ever seen seems to bounce everything that comes its way half the time. But this guy didn't bounce anything. And luckily, I survived. Which means he's in trouble, because I just got loaded. And of course, artillery. Nothing better to do than to shoot me. Out of all the people that were spotted, all those heavy tank destroyers, all those guys that were spotted, and he gets me. Go figure. I'm telling you, it's karma, man. Everybody always is like, oh, Spartan, you and Artie, blah, 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 blah. And, I don't get killed by Artie very often, but it just seems like they have nothing better to do than to shoot me when they see me. I swear, there were so many other targets that could have been shot at. Why did he choose me? It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, he got a Jag E100 fighting 2 tank destroyers over there. Why would he choose me and not the tank destroyers to help his buddies out? I'm fighting a light tank, for God's sakes. But, you know, it's a thing. So now we're watching Terror. He's got no health either. There's 2 marked Bat Chat. We didn't do too bad. We ended up with 7 targets, or 7 spotted targets hit, 9 actual hits. So we did pretty decent. Not great. And I would have loved to got more damage, but you know, artillery, man. They love to shoot me. Don't know why. Oh, Terror! No! Why? He drove right in front of his gun. Ouch. So what's left? Pretty evenly matched so far. We're just gonna watch our team either implode or finish these guys off. It looks like we're going to finish them off handily. There's 3 tank destroyers and 2 artillery left. Our guys have moved up all the way through the middle. It's still, you know, it's pretty much settled. We've got 2 tank destroyers about to meet on the left side. We've got this Fatherland moving up. M55 takes out our Object 268. That's not good. Not good. Fatherland is driving like the worst possible route. Straight across the center, overall, every pothole he can hit. And what we got? Come on, Guerrilla 15s all the way back at their base. We got Angry Komodo still shooting. Other Artie still shooting. This game should be over shortly. Watching a Tortoise, because the last known position that I saw the Waffentrager Alpha 100 was straight ahead, but then that would have been the tank destroyer also that had gotten all the way over to E2 a moment ago when the Object 268 got obliterated. So you've got a pretty good idea of where the Waffentrager is. One of the Artie goes down. And again, the reason I'm watching the Tortoise is I didn't see the Waffentrager take on the 268 in the game. So I didn't know where he was, and I thought the Tortoise was headed right for him. But as you can see, he's right dead center in the river heading up. So what's he going to run into? There we go. A little bit of auto loader versus auto loader. Nope, actually that was the Guerrilla, sorry. M55 goes down, and that just leaves the Waffentrager. Come on. Kill him. Kill him dead. Don't let him get loaded again. Now, ramming him in a Centurion, probably not the best bet. Just so you know. They are heavy. So what do we end up with? 4,171 damage, 2,500 assistance, over 6,600 damage between, or total damage that match. Not bad. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.